He should have been happy. He was home. The war was over. Everyone told him he was lucky. He agreed with them out loud. But at night, alone, he admitted the truth he was too ashamed to say. He missed it, and he had no idea what to do with that. James Crawford came home in the summer of 1945. The train pulled into Columbus, Ohio. His mother was crying. His father shook his hand for a full minute. The neighbors came out to wave. It was everything he had dreamed about during the long, cold nights at the front. For 2 weeks, it was enough. Then the dreams changed. He started dreaming about the war. Not the nightmares everyone expected, not the explosions, the death, the fear. He dreamed about the mornings, the coffee shared with Eddie before patrol, the quiet understanding between men who didn't need to talk, the feeling of purpose that wrapped around him the moment he put on his uniform. He woke up from those dreams and felt something he couldn't name. Not quite sadness, not quite longing, something in between. He missed the man he had been over there, and he didn't know how to find him again. Here is what nobody tells you about coming home from war. The danger is gone. The fear is gone. But so is everything else. The intensity, the clarity, the absolute certainty that what you are doing matters. In combat, every decision has weight. Every second counts. You are never bored. You are never wondering if your life means something. You are too busy staying alive to ask the question. Back home, the question comes back. And it is brutal. What am I supposed to do now? James tried to explain this to his father. They were sitting on the porch one evening. The sky was quiet. Crickets were doing their summer work. "Pop," he said, "do you ever feel like nothing you do really matters?" His father looked at him like he had grown a second head. "You're home," he said. "You're alive. That's what matters." James nodded. He didn't argue, but he also didn't feel understood, because being alive wasn't the same as feeling alive, and he hadn't felt alive since he left the front. Psychologists have studied this. They call it adrenaline homeostasis. Your brain gets used to high stress. It recalibrates. What once felt extreme becomes normal. And when the stress goes away, your brain doesn't immediately recalibrate back. It keeps waiting for the next hit. When the hit doesn't come, you feel empty, flat, bored. Not because you want to be in danger, because your brain forgot how to feel anything else. James wasn't missing the war. Not really. He was missing the version of himself that existed inside it. The one who knew exactly what to do. The one who was needed. The one who mattered. He took a job at a factory, assembly line. Same motion, 8 hours a day, 5 days a week. The first week, he thought he would go insane. Not from the difficulty, from the easiness. In combat, a single mistake could kill you or your best friend. On the assembly line, a mistake meant you fixed it and moved on. No one died. No one even got angry. James found himself working faster than anyone else, taking risks, cutting corners. Not because he was careless, because he needed something, anything, a spark, a rush, a reason to care. His foreman pulled him aside twice. "Slow down," he said. "You're making the others look bad." James tried to slow down. He couldn't. His nervous system didn't know how anymore. The other veterans he met after the war understood. The ones who had seen combat. The ones who had been close to the edge. They didn't talk about it directly, but they talked around it. A look, a nod, a half-finished sentence that didn't need completing. "You ever miss it?" someone would ask, and everyone at the table would go quiet. Some said no, too fast, too defensive. They missed it. Some said yes, too quiet, too honest. They missed it too. Most said nothing, because saying it out loud felt like betrayal of their families, of their country, of the men who didn't come back. How dare you miss something that killed your friends? But you did, and the shame of that missing was heavier than the missing itself. James met a man at a bar one night, older veteran, World War I. His hand shook from something that wasn't age. "Young man," he said, "let me tell you something. The war is the worst thing that ever happened to me, and the best thing, and I have never figured out how both of those can be true." James never forgot that, because it was exactly how he felt. The war took his friends. It took his sleep. It took the version of himself that laughed easily and trusted the world. But it also gave him something, a purpose, a brotherhood, a knowledge of what he was made of. And he couldn't separate the gift from the curse. They came as one thing, terrible and beautiful at the same time. Here is the part no one warns you about. The missing doesn't fade. It just changes shape. In the first year home, James missed the intensity. In the second year, he missed the men. In the third year, he missed the person he used to be. By the 10th year, he wasn't sure anymore what he was missing. Just that something was gone. Something he couldn't name and couldn't get back. He stopped trying to explain it to people. They wouldn't understand. How could they? You had to be there. And that was the cruelest part. The only people who understood were the ones who also missed it. And talking to them just made it worse. James is 87 years old now. He doesn't miss the war the way he used to. Time has dulled it, like a photograph left in the sun. The outlines are still there. The colors are gone. But sometimes, on a quiet afternoon, he closes his eyes and goes back. Not to the fighting, to the foxhole, to Eddie's laugh, to the feeling of being 22 years old and knowing exactly what he was fighting for. He opens his eyes. He is in his armchair. The television is on. His wife is in the kitchen. His grandchildren will visit on Sunday. It is a good life. He knows that. But a part of him is still over there, in the mud, in the cold, in the moment when everything made sense. And he has made peace with that, not by forgetting, by accepting. That part of him will never come home. And maybe that's okay. Maybe that's just the price. He doesn't miss the war anymore. He misses the man he was inside it. And that man is gone. Not dead, just gone. Living somewhere in the past that James can visit but never stay in. That's the secret no soldier tells his family. The war ends. The missing doesn't. It just gets quieter. If this stayed with you, there are more stories on this channel. Hit subscribe, because some wars never end.